Well, I'm Dacia Mktg1, and I am a National Sales Director with Mary Kay, and I just want to thank you so much for taking time out to watch this DVD, or if you're listening, we really, really appreciate it. I know you're either currently a customer, or a friend, or family member, or you're just interested hearing just a little bit more about the Mary Kay opportunity, and I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of my story. My husband's going to speak a little bit. You're going to get to hear how we make our income, and then you can make the decision that's right for you. I will tell you that in the beginning, if you would have told me that I would be a part of Mary Kay, I would have laughed. I never ever thought that I would be part of this business, but it has been an incredible journey for me. And I remember it was July of 2001 that I actually visited my first Mary Kay meeting. And I was just going there to support a friend. And I was so impressed with the positivity, the philosophy of the company, which is putting God first, family second, career third. The woman in front of the room talked about how she used to be a poor preacher's wife and how she was no longer poor. She was making over $10,000 a month. She had diamonds in every finger. And I'm like, okay, I definitely need to hear more. And so I just graduated with my degree in elementary education from the University of Florida. So I was going to be a school teacher, and we all know that school teachers definitely don't make what they're worth. And so I definitely decided to hear more. And in the beginning, it was a crazy time for me. I was teaching my first year. I was tutoring after school, and I was planning a wedding for 400 people with my high school sweetheart. And so I had a lot going on. But what impressed me is that I could sprinkle this in my everyday life. And so, you know, the busier you are, the easier this is. And I remember I came home to tell my family after they had spent $60,000 on my college education, and they thought I was crazy. But I knew I could do this. And in the beginning, I was really shy, but I thought, you know, if I could just sprinkle this in and out of my life, and eventually if one day I could earn a car, or, you know, I just really didn't know what was going to come out of this. But it sounded so good to be true, and I didn't want to miss the boat. I didn't want to miss out on what could happen for me. And I felt like God put me in that room for a reason. And basically started my business, started working at about 6 to 8 hours a week. Within my first 3 months, I earned my first car. So after 6 months, I started replacing my teaching income. So I decided to leave teaching to do Mary Kay full time. And I was absolutely loving what I was doing. I was my own boss. I could wake up when I wanted to. And you know, what I love about Mary Kay is really what you put in is what you get out of it. And that first full year, I had made over $44,000 in the business. I was working this about 20, 25 hours a week, which is full-time in Mary Kay, but part-time in corporate world. And I did earn my Cadillac 11 months from starting, and I was loving everything about the business. And I thought, you know, I had heard about these women that were making 6 figures and doing really, really great. And I thought, you know what, I probably just need to put in more time. And so, like I said, what I love about this business is that the more you put in, the more you receive back. And I think as women, we give so much with anything that we do. We want to give our best, but we don't always get compensated for it. And so that next year, I started focusing on this business like a full-time job. Went from making $44,000 to over 6 figures in 1 year. Now, how many women, 22 years old, totally shy, without any business experience, could go into a business, and within a year from deciding that she is worth 6 figures, you're actually able to do it? Not too many. And so basically within 6 years from starting my business, from signing my beauty agreement, I had earned over $1 million in commission, and was just having such a great time. And basically another reason why I joined was because I wanted to have a family. And I actually am a minority, because most people start off in Mary Kay because they have young children or they want to be home. But I actually didn't have kids, and I wanted to build up the business so that when I had a family, it was working for me. And actually today I have 2 boys. They're 22 months apart, Austin, who is the older son, and then Mason. And I'm so glad that I made the decision to start my business then, because I built it up so it's kind of working for me. And I'm my own boss. I don't have to miss anything. You know, it's not like I had to call into my boss because I wasn't feeling good, or I need to be with the kids at school. I'm not missing anything, not missing a milestone or anything. I'm a work-at-home mom, and I'm able to have my office right down the hall and be able to, you know, play with them, and then go to the office and then come back and have lunch with them. And you know, money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy choices. And because of Mary Kay, we're able to afford a nanny that comes Monday through Friday from basically 8 to about 4:30. And so that allows me to get done what I kind of need to do, but I can be there with them too. And some days I just don't want her to be there, and she'll just clean, and I'm able to be with the boys or whatever. But just having that option, you know, I think as all women, we want it all. We want to be the best mom, the best wife, and we want to have something for ourselves too. And I think that Mary Kay is the perfect business because it allows you to do all of that. And so basically, another great thing that Mary Kay's actually done for us is that my husband was in the mortgage industry when I first started, and he did very, very well. He was doing very, very well when I started my business. However, with everything that's happened with the economy, he actually left mortgages, and because of what we had built up in Mary Kay, he was actually able to stay at home for a full year. And how many 28-year-olds would have been like, oh, honey, don't worry about it, come home, you know? No, most of us would have been like, oh, I'm going to get you a job tomorrow. And he was actually able to stay at home, decide what he wanted to do, and then a year later, he decided to go into business with my dad. My dad has been a farmer for over 30 years, and so now KO grows vine-ripe tomatoes with my dad, and it's just amazing to be able to give your husband that gift to say, you know what, just decide, find out what you want to do. So many of us, you know, our husbands are working jobs that they really don't love, and so being able to give a gift like that to my husband was truly, truly rewarding. And so, you know, I love the woman that I've become in the process. I was very shy when I first started, if you can imagine, and that was one of the reasons I decided to join, because I believe that there's no woman that's like, oh, I love being shy. It's just so great. And so with Mary Kay, what I have found is that through every small success, you start gaining confidence in yourself. And so, you know, it was that first $300 skincare party, you know, seeing that first customer say, oh my goodness, my face looks beautiful. Thank you for making me look beautiful today, you know, or earning my first car, or earning my first diamond ring, or having a team member say, you've changed my life. And so all those small successes add up and they give you confidence. And basically, I've earned 7 cars in the company. I currently drive the Pearlized Pink Escalade, which we'll show you in just a little bit. And I've earned, you know, trips all over, anywhere from San Francisco, Maui, Hawaii. I've been to Russia. I've been to the Greek Isles. We've been to Austria, Australia, England, Canada. I could just go on. And so there's great trips that you can earn with the company, great friendships. Like I said, flexibility. I could just go on and on about all the endless possibilities with the company. And so, you know, maybe you're at a point in your life where you're looking just for something else. Maybe you love what you do, but you feel like you're not being compensated enough for what you do, or maybe you don't enjoy what you do and you're looking for something else. Maybe you're looking for friendships, and you'll definitely find that in Mary Kay. Maybe you want to make a difference in others' lives. You know, our business is all about enriching women's lives and helping other women succeed. Maybe you need a new car. Maybe you need extra income. Maybe you have this dream to be a millionaire, and you know you want to achieve that. Whatever it is, you can achieve it in Mary Kay. It is so possible, but you have to take that leap of faith. And you know, change is hard, but if you don't make a change, you're going to be in the same position, the same spot. And the reason I loved Mary Kay is because Mary Kay has been around for a long time, since 1963. Mary Kay was actually the #1 female entrepreneur of all time. So when I chose the company that I wanted to go with, I wanted to go with the best. Also, skincare and color cosmetics are timeless. You know, what do you think women go to when the economy's down? Women are going to turn to 3 things: tobacco, alcohol, and cosmetics. If you're in one of those 3 industries, you're never going to be out of a job. And so what I found is that when the economy is doing great, or whether it's doing poorly, we're always doing wonderful, because everybody has skin. So that makes me feel good. Also, I want to be with the best company. And you know, our company, our philosophy is putting God first, family second, career third. We're all about working with the golden rule, doing unto others as you would have done unto you. All about enriching women's lives. Mary Kay has been the #1 best-selling brand of color cosmetics and skincare for the past 13 years in a row. And so, you know, I wanted to go with a company. The wheel was spinning, the wheel was turning, and I knew I had picked the right company, and I'm so glad that I did. And so I want you to listen with an open heart as I kind of share with you how the business works, the breakdown of how we make our income, and then you make a decision that's best for you. But we'd love to have you part of Mary Kay, and we'd love to have you a part of our amazing team. Okay, well, I'm going to explain to you a little bit about how the business works. A lot of people think, well, do you knock on doors? Do you peddle lipstick? How do you exactly work your Mary Kay business? Well, there's lots of different ways you can work your business. You can have a website business for up to $25 a year. You can take catalog orders. You can do on-the-go appointments. You can do 101 faces. You can do a skincare party, which is our #1 way of making our income. But there's really 3 different ways of how we make our income. So the first way we make our income is that we make 50% on everything we sell. And that was one of the biggest things that sold me on the business was that, okay, we buy for $1, we sell for $2. That's huge. I've worked retail. I never made 50% from the beginning. Whether you've been in 20 years or you start today, you make 50%. And when you sell something, you want to sell something that's consumable, that's washing down the drain morning and night. The same customer that purchased from me 7 years ago is still purchasing from me today. So, you know, in women, it's timeless. Skincare, color, cosmetics. And like I said before, when the economy's down, the 3 things that will always stay alive are tobacco, alcohol, and cosmetics. If you're in one of those 3 industries, you will never be out of a job. The second way we make our income is that we're able to build a team. Now, some people might say, is that a pyramid or is that a multi-level marketing scheme? No. We're actually a direct selling company. It's corporate in Dallas and you. There is no middleman. Your director or national is not your boss. They're just a mentor to you. You're actually an independent contractor with the rights to your own business. You file a 1099 form. But basically, you do have the opportunity to build a team. And basically what happens, let's say you have a team of 5 ladies and you sell $5,000 all together. Well, you get a commission from what your team does. It doesn't hurt the team, it hurts corporate. All that money that corporate saves on overhead and advertising, they're actually able to save and pay you that in commission. It can start anywhere from 4% and it can go all the way up to 36% as a director. So the larger your team is, the higher the commission is. And the way I look at it is, you know, the true way to success is to multiply yourself. If you're not going to work, are you making money? And so when I heard that residual income of the customer or the relationship that I built years ago, I'm still going to get paid on today, the same thing is with your team. It's not hurting your team, it's hurting corporate. So as you're helping other people succeed, you're succeeding yourself. And I think as women, we always help, whether we're getting paid for it or not. So this is such a perfect business for us because naturally that's just what we like to do is help. So the first way you make your income is that by selling the product, you make 50% on everything. The second way is by building a team, making anywhere from 4 up to 36% as a director. And the third way we make our income is that you can earn cars. Well, the first consultant car you can earn is a Chevy Malibu. And you earn that with your team. You can either take the $375 cash a month or the car. When you take the car, they pay for a majority of your insurance. Now, the other cars are the director's cars. You can either take the Toyota Camry or the Chevy Equinox or the $500 cash compensation. And as a top director, you can earn the beautiful pearlized pink Cadillac. And you can now choose from the DTS or the CTS or the $900 cash compensation. I remember the first 2 cars I got, I received the cash to pay for my lease. And then I had 3 other Cadillacs after that. Now I am a national sales director and we get to choose from many different Cadillacs. I, of course, drive the beautiful pearlized pink Escalade and everybody loves this vehicle. I don't pay for anything. It's got 22s on it, tents, it's got the DVD player, I mean black leather interior, it's got my name engraved in the passenger seat. It is just incredible. So I haven't had a car payment for over 7.5 years and that has been awesome. So the pearlized pink Escalade definitely gets looked at. I live in Miami, Florida, so everyone's looking at this car. So those are the 3 ways we make our income. 50% on what we sell, you're able to build a team, and the third way is by earning a car. Now, there are some great tax deductions with owning your own business. Many of you work for other people, and that's awesome, but you don't have a whole lot of tax breaks. So by being in Mary Kay and owning your own business, you definitely can have some great tax deductions. You obviously would want to see your accountant on that type of thing, but some of your driving miles, travel, cell phone use, square footage in your office. So there's so many different advantages. There's no quotas. You don't have to sell a certain amount a month. You can sell $1 a week, $1,000 a week. It's completely up to you. You're your own boss. And that really attracted me, that I wasn't going to have someone saying, you have to do this or you have to do that.